purpose of this video is to talk about the Challenger sales model and to try to help you understand the metrics behind that model. This comes from the book called The Challenger Sale, and it's a very interesting book, and it lays out 5 different personality styles that we find in sales. And if you'd like to read about these styles, the easy first breakdown is on page 20 and 21 of the book. And I'm going to talk to you and show you the metrics behind 3 of those behavioral models. The first one we're going to look at is called the lone wolf. And the lone wolf is described in the book as somebody that wants to do things on their own, can be difficult to work with in the organization, but usually people keep them around because they sell a lot of stuff. So what does the lone wolf profile look like? Well, what we definitely know is that dominance is the highest trait. There is no question about that when it comes to the lone wolf. Second thing we know is that conformity is the lowest trait. So high dominance, low conformity definitely mark the lone wolf profile. How about the rest? Well, extroversion is typically above the norm line, but it can be either lower or higher, depending on the nature of the person. And patience is typically below the norm line, so that's usually going to be a lower trait. And depending on how high or low the extroversion is, or how high or low the patience is, will determine exactly how difficult the Lone Ranger is to work with. So that's one. Let's take a look at the next one, and that's going to be called the relationship builder. And the relationship builder profile is really very clear in that we understand, first and foremost, it is a low dominance behavioral profile. There's no question about that. And it's a high patience behavioral profile. Those are the 2 traits you can absolutely count on. What you also expect to see with the relationship profile is higher extroversion, they're people-oriented, they're friendly, and more often than not, they're bigger picture-oriented people, although of the 4 traits, that's the one that could really be almost anywhere. The definition of the profile is low dominance and high patience. So now, let's talk about the Challenger profile, which for the most part is the reason why you're watching this video. So the Challenger profile, clearly defined, is dominance high, extroversion typically a little bit higher because they are more persuader than teller, and the difference between persuader versus teller is extroversion higher than dominance, but both traits high. Patience low, a good strong sense of urgency, want to get things done, want to make things happen, bring things to closure, and conformity low, but typically a bit above the patience trait. And this is a profile that we've seen many, many times in all the years that we're doing what we're doing. In fact, we have a Challenger profile, which is a top-performing sales profile. And guess what? It looks just like the profile that I defined. And this is made up of people that are top-performing salespeople. So this report, the Challenger Sales Profile Report, consists of 3 very significant sections. One, it has the definition of the person, and you can read this yourself, but it starts off by saying person is outgoing, forcefully persuasive, and yet empathetic as a communicator. It continues to talk about the behavioral style, so that's pretty relevant. Second, it gives you a list of how to advertise for this person. What words or phrases you want to use in your advertising to appeal to the Challenger personality style. And as you can see, there's a long list that you can look at. And third, management insight. What you can expect in working with the Challenger sales profile. So if you are interested in receiving a copy of this because you feel that this is the type of salesperson that you want to have on your team, email me at bob@opusproductivity.com. let us know that you'd like a copy of that, and I'd be more than happy to talk with you and walk you through the profile and share why it works and what some of the challenges can be. Thanks for listening.